ever thought of making that existing business of yours a family affair? Or have you ever thought of starting a family business? Well, if yes, then this episode is for you. Most people get scared of opening or starting a family business basically because of the challenges that comes with it. But some other families have been able to break bounds and become successful even in their family businesses. My name is Josephine Aiteo, and this is Thinklonnaire on LegacyTV, a place where we discuss everything business, from how you start your business to how you grow your business and how you sustain your business growth. Before I introduce my guest, let's go on a very short break and we'll be right back.
We are Legacy Media, a media company providing services for your event, promotional, audiovisual, and digital marketing. The client is in the center of everything we do. We deliver a complete range of solutions across television, radio, and digital media. We ensure your content gets to the right audience and at the right time. Choose us as your broadcast partners and be guaranteed of the best and quality service. We are Legacy Media. Legacy Media. Bola Okolie was the first to introduce the use of mobile champagne buckets and champagne girls to welcome people at events. She is the managing director of one of Nigeria's leading drinks company, Bonix Drinks. Her love and passion for what she does has made her top in the industry, with over 22 years of being in the business.
You're welcome back. So today I am here with Bola Okolie, the Chief Executive Director of Bonix Drinks, but she likes to be addressed as the Executive House Help. You're welcome to the program, ma.
Thank you.
You look good.
Thank you very much.
It's been over 22 years. 22 years since you've been on the street of Lagos, serving drinks and parties. Tell me, how's the journey been for you?
I don't know. How do you want me to start?
How has the journey been for you?
It's been awesome. And let me start by thanking Almighty God, seeing me through to this point. And let me say thank you again to my husband, because he's actually back there, my backbone. And again, my children, they've been awesome, because we all weather through everything together with the help of God.
Wow. So talking about your husband being your backbone, I'm aware he also is in this business with you.
Yes.
So how did you get him to join you into the business?
It was not that easy, because my husband was actually a banker, and I just told him about it, and we just weighed his salary, the amount we're going to be making together. If he joins me, the amount I'm making then the amount we're going to be making if we're together. Because he's an accountant, we only had 1 + 1 together, and at the end of the day, he said okay, and he resigned.
Wow. He resigned to join the business?
Yes. Because I actually told him that if I can do 1 event in a day, if he joins with him, we can do 3. We can do 3, we can do 4, because he's actually a well-calculated person, gentle, and statistically, I think he's very, very organized. Let me just put it that way. So he calculated it and he said okay, and to God be the glory, we're fine.
So you actually asked your husband to join you in the business, and he left his job to join you in the business. So since then, how has the business been for you? How has the growth? Have there been any changes and all that? How has everything been for you since he joined you?
There has been a lot of change, just like the way I thought about it, that is going to be. God actually made it that way, because when he joined me, I I am more relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
And then he actually took over almost everything, like the logistics, how to get the drinks, how to get to the venue.
Yeah.
My own job was and it's still like to get the job in and to execute.
Wow.
But my husband does all the statistics
and all that.
all those ones. He handles them correctly.
Wow. So see, really, because the fear most people have actually is, oh, if I bring my spouse into this business, won't there be this fear of the financial aspect? Who wants to get what and how to control what and all that? So tell me, have there been any kind of disagreement in such
No,
manner?
not
Never.
at all. Never.
Wow. So how do you handle all that?
Number one, as a woman, you have to be submissive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit crazy, but at the same time, when it comes to my family, I am not. And I think we don't have such problem because whatever decision he takes, I think I'm cool with it. My husband, I don't know how to talk about him. I don't really want to talk about it, but he's very calm.
Yeah.
And before he actually does anything, he asks me sometimes. And sometimes I just tell him not to ask me that he should go ahead and I'll be okay with whatever decision
And
he
you have
makes.
to trust that whatever decision you
Absolutely.
make is fine.
It's fine. Absolute trust that I have for him. Yes.
And that's what has been keeping you
Yes.
for over 22 years. You know, it's alarming. You are the owners of the top brands when it comes to trains. In Nigeria as a whole, and I'm sure it's in Africa too. I'm sure it's in Africa too, and it's alarming when I got to know that this is a family business. I'm like, wow, this is really nice. So tell me, were there questions you had to ask yourself? I know as a woman, you definitely had to think about it before you asked your husband to join you. So were there things you considered? Were there things you looked into? Were there questions or certain things you had to, some statistics you had, some calculations and all that you had to make before asking him to join you?
I told you earlier on that I just needed somebody to be there for me, and I know my capability, that the way I can actually do something, but I need somebody to be trusted. And the only person I can trust at that particular time was my husband. So I had to beg him. He didn't actually say yes. He said he was actually going to think about it. And for like 3 months, he was still thinking about it. And I kept asking him, when are you going to resign? Just like that. And he would say, I'm still thinking about it. I said, okay, I'm waiting. And at the end of the day, he first applied for his leave. Then after his leave, he just told me one day that I have resigned. I said, oh my goodness, thank God, I'm won. So that was it.
Wow. Wow. So really, how have you been able to keep personal issues off business? You know, there's this family, your immediate family life, and then there is this business. When it comes to business, oh, this is business, let's handle it like one. So how have you been able to separate those different things, your family and the business?
In our own case, 24 hours we're together. We're talking from morning till night. Every single thing he asked me, every other thing I ask him. So we're always talking. We're like friends. So we don't even know when it's business and when it's personal, because we talk every time. So even when we're talking business, we can like immediately I can say, oh, I need to go home, I need to cook. And he said, okay, don't worry, you will, but just give me like 30 minutes. So it's like interwoven. I don't have separate life. It's just normal life for me and my husband. We just roll it, so like, and we're cool, we're friends.
Wow, that's really, really, really nice. I really do admire that, because the fear most people have is getting into business with their spouse or probably any other relative.
And most people get like afraid because of the money aspect of it.
Yes.
But in my own case, I totally trust his judgment. So I'm not bothered really. You can ask anybody around me. I'm just cool with whatever decision he makes, I'm actually the one you should be afraid of. I'm telling you. But my husband, no, it's cool.
Wow. All right. So did you at any point, or have you thought of employing probably a manager or something? Do you have a manager? Did you employ any manager, or you just do this strictly family, strictly you and your husband? Is there anybody that, okay, if I'm not around or my husband is not around, this person oversees the business?
Yes, we do. We have a manager, we have supervisors, because sometimes we can do as many as 5 events
in a day.
So I can only be in one event, my husband can only be in one. So we have supervisors and we have managers that actually takes care of others. And before the managers and supervisors, we have other members of family that are with us.
Really?
Really.
Who are they?
I have my own brother, my sister. Yes, and my brother, my husband has.
It's a full family.
Yeah, my husband has his 2 brothers working with Bonix. So we're just family, you know. It's just, and everybody's cool. And right now, my children are. They're part of me.
Okay, talking about children, how many children do you have?
God has been good to me. I have 4 boys.
4 soldiers.
Really? So they are all interested.
They're also interested
all
in
of them.
business.
All of them.
Wow.
They want to go with me. They want to serve. They want to give people water to drink. They want to, you know. It's a family thing. And we're all okay. Yeah.
That's really nice. All right. We've had a lot. It's a full family affair for Bonix Drinks. And trust me, for over 22 years, they have been, and they are still there, and they are still growing. We also have a lot. We also have a lot to talk about, and have a lot to say. But let's go on this very short break and take a look at the business quotes of the day. We'll be right back.
We are Legacy Media, a media company providing services for your event, promotional, audio-visual, and digital marketing. The client is in the center of everything we do. We deliver a complete range of solutions across television, radio, and digital media. We ensure your content gets to the right audience and at the right time. Choose us as your broadcast partners and be guaranteed of the best and quality service. We are Legacy Media.
Welcome back. I'm still with Mrs. Bola Okolie, and she's been discussing and telling us about managing a family business. We've learned a lot from you before the break, and now we're going into the other aspect. Now, what are the challenges, the basic challenges that one could face while going into a business with family?
A lot. Number one, as the woman of the house, you have to be very patient. I can be tough.
Yeah.
I can take decisions that are very, very tough, and at the same time, I'm very patient. I think it through. I work it out with my husband. That this is what I'm about to do. This might be the likely result, but I'm very sure you're going to be with me, whatever the result is. So challenges, you know, there's no way that there's no challenges. Even without families on your business, the other people are there.
Yeah.
So because you at this job, you can't actually do it alone. You have to work with people. So with families around, just take your decision. When you need to give it to them, give it to them. Sometimes when you need to like punish, either with money or you give them suspension, like don't come to work for a week and you remove the money. I do that, and it's okay, it's fine, because I know my husband is with me on that.
So it all boils back down to the backbone you have, who you have behind you.
Yes.
If you're in a business with your spouse, it all boils down to the understanding, the level of understanding that you have with your spouse at the end of the day. That is really nice. So we from what you've said,
I really need to emphasize something
Yeah?
about you working with your spouse.
yeah.
Number one, there is something they call respect. We are Nigerians. I'm Yoruba, and my husband is Igbo, and I'm actually like very high on respect as well. Both tradition are high on respect. The Igbos like respect. Even the Yorubas, we like respect as well. So I respect my husband a lot. I don't argue with him outside. You can't see us arguing. Even at home, because the calm person, he likes me to be calm when I want to talk to him, when I want to ask him something.
Yeah.
So I think respect goes as number one for me. Nigerian men, when you respect them, they give you whatever you want. Really, just respect your husband. Then any other thing, you can send him to go and bring water for you. Darling, please can I have a glass of water? Because you've actually put the please, and you can see the expression on you.
Yeah.
It will definitely get you the glass of water. But you're like, you know, we're all Nigerians, so we know how it is. Just respect him. Then you're good to go for the next
That's
whatever
really-
you want.
Wow. So tell me, for what you've just said now, there were not a lot of, let's say, disadvantages.
Not much with me. I just don't
not
know.
much with you.
Yes.
So I would like to hear, what are the benefits? What are the benefits of being in the family business, of running a business with your spouse and other family members? What are those benefits one stands to gain?
I think it's a lot, because for me, apart from you having a lot of people that might be on your payroll, maybe from your family side and all stuff, you're working together, you have a stipend, you have like a salary that when he's paying all the workers, he has to pay. Then apart from being paid officially, there's some other money that you're going to be paid to. You know those kind of money that I want to buy wig. Although I'm done doing that because I just cut off my hair, so I'm done doing that. They call those ones personal, for your upkeep.
Yeah.
There's another money for that, and there's another money for the housekeep. So you have a lot of money coming out from him, but when you are alone, you tend to spend everything. But then when you are with your husband, especially the accountants, they keep telling you that at the end of the month, after paying all the salary of workers, then maybe after the little people that you want to give money to in the family, then you must still have so balance. I'm always hearing of balance, spending too much, with over something limit. I just hear all kind of English, and I'm like, what's my business? My own is bring money, let me spend. So for me, the advantage for me, I've been able to have somebody that tamed me, and then he has actually let me know when to stop, not to overspend, and like that. Then for having things, it's actually him. I've never bought anything in my life. He will just come back to tell me, oh, I just bought this,
for you.
I've gotten this for you, and this is in your name. I'm like, really? Thank you. So for me, I've been so blessed by God that it actually worked for me. I don't know about others, but it's worked for me, and it's still working.
But there could be a way that others could do it to work for them, right?
I just told you from the beginning that number one rule to this is respect. You don't respect him, it comes back, you're shouting, or you got an alert, maybe I spent 200,000. You don't know how he spent it, and you're not asking him with respect. Oh baby, sorry, I saw an alert today. What happened? Did you get into trouble? Or did you send money to somebody? With respect, he will tell you. But he comes and you're shouting, I just got an alert, and this is it. You can't get a good reply. It's not actually easy, but you can be patient.
You made mention of payroll. Now I would like to ask, I'm delving into something now. Are you on the payroll?
I am.
And your husband is too?
Yes, we all have salaries. And out of his own salary, I still have to get. You know now.
That is very important.
Yeah, you know now. Have to now. You have to.
That part is very really
yes
important.
Now.
So now we are going into the drink business. You supply drinks for events and all of that. Now, how did you really go about starting this? How did you go about starting this drink business? What really prompted you into doing this?
No, I didn't just jump into doing this business. It was actually my mother's business. I was helping my mother to sell.
This is a full family affair then.
It was my mother that sells drinks, so I was only trying to help her to sell. But in the process of helping my mother to sell, I eventually helped trained myself.
Well, I've been seeing a lot of pictures, a lot of videos of events, and they've been really, really amazing. I wish I could just show the viewers everything I've seen. They've been very, really, really amazing. Where do you get those ideas from? How do you go about them? How on earth do you think of such things?
Oh, where do I start from? I travel a lot. I see a lot of things, and when I see them, I'm like, we can do this back home. Some people will actually pay for it because when they go abroad, they pay for them. So when they see it here, somebody can actually bring it out. And to God be the glory, people, it's like a great acceptance. A lot of people likes it. They want to use it for their wedding. They want to use it for their birthday parties. Different kind of ideas that are actually introduced, but it depends on the one you want. And even at that, I'm still very, very affordable. You just tell me what you want and we can make it happen.
Yeah. I think that's why people keep coming back. Then there's this part of the challenges. I know definitely every business one ventures into have challenges. So I'd like to tell us, what are the challenges you have faced in the business, collectively as a family and as an individual?
Well, I think the family aspect of it has been dealt with because usually I'm somebody that can make decision and I stand by it. I put you in your place. Then for the challenges outside, we have a lot of problems with people. I mean, the so-called good boys. I don't want to say the other name. We have problems with them. Then there's a lot of stealing going around, especially when the party is large and they just think, oh, how can you spend so much money on just this, on drinks, on this party? Then everybody, all eyes are on you. They want to take you to. Some people even walk up to you and tell that, can I have a bottle for the road? I'm like, really? For the road? After you might have taken, well enough that then you want for the road, and you're like, a lot of challenges comes with this drinks thing, but the stealing aspect of it is a little bit high.
So what I just want you to give us one experience you've had and how you got to handle it and take care of it.
I'm sure it will take us hours.
Oh my God, just let's start from somewhere.
I can't recall anyone right now, but there's a lot going on out there.
Wow. Yeah. So do you have rules and regulations as a company? Do you have rules? You have this is the way we conduct ourselves, this is what we should do, this is what we shouldn't do. Do you have rules and regulations that binds you as a company?
Yes, I do. Let me say, starting from my waiters, I have rules and regulations. I have the way I want you to look, the way I want your hair to be. I don't want BS. Men don't serve men. If you're a waiter, remain as a waiter. That does not make you less of a person. No. We are into hospitality business. So people are bound to call us. And that's why sometimes I say I am an executive house help. Party help. Let me say, not house, because I'm in party. So I'm an executive party help. You call me 10 times, I am there to answer you. I am cool because I've been paid. Well paid. So I'm cool.
So as far as the money, you're well paid, you're cool with anything that comes up. So anybody, I'm sure you've definitely had some experiences.
A lot, like them being rude to you.
Yeah.
Of course, I've actually been slapped.
Wow.
Yes. In the process of serving, and she slapped me, and I'm like, oh really? Wow. That's not cool at all. This is not nice. You know, a lot of times I've actually been slapped like twice in the course of the business, and my husband was really, really bitter, and he wanted to like end the party. I had to pull him aside and said, no, you've been paid. You've been paid. We'll deal with it after the party.
So with your experience of running a family business, being in business with your family, I know you've seen quite a lot, and you must have also seen some other businesses who try to do same. Like you said before we started the program, you're an inspiration to so many others. What do you think are the common threats that family businesses could face, that family could face while being in business, and how do you advise them to handle such threats and run the business smoothly?
I think it depends on the kind of business you're doing. Like the one I'm doing right now, I've been able to overcome the threat of any family, either from me or from my husband. I can handle all of them with God. I say it to you the way I say it. I don't pretend. And if I don't want you anymore, or if I want to give you suspension, I give it to you, and I tell you I'm going to deduct the money from your salary, so that you won't try whatever you've done. You won't do it again. So anybody that is going to a family business, number one, the wife has to be very, very respectful. You know, I keep saying respect. It's a little bit important. No, it's not a little. It's important. Very, very important. It's actually the number one rule for you being in business with your husband or with your wife. You have to respect each other. Then I think the second rule is you can't be arguing when people are around. You need to know your body language and eye sign.
So definitely issues will arise.
It will arise when you want to do something. Then you look at him or you look at her. You must be able to know what she is saying. The eye contact thing is very, very important. You have to know your body language, the two of you. Then when you get inside your bedroom, you have to keep talking about it. What happened the other time? I didn't really like it, but I just said okay because I know that's what you want to do. And next time, you'll see, you won't do it again. Somebody like me, when we get home, he tells me, but you know, you don't really have to shout there. Why did you shout? So whenever anything like that happens, I'll just remember that he said, I don't really need to shout. You know, I just keep remembering what he said to me. Maybe when we're inside.
So he's like a check. You're like checks on each other.
On each other. Yes.
Wow, that's nice. How long have you known your husband?
I knew him in 1991 and I got married to him in 1997.
Wow, that's nice. And he joined you in your business when?
2001.
In 2001.
Yes, eventually.
So really, how far has Bonnie's drinks gone?
To God be the glory. We're there, we're still there, and I still pray to God to take us more far.
What are some of the jobs you've done?
Wow. Like, seriously?
Yes, just a little bit of some of the jobs you've done, like for people.
I don't know if anybody will want me to mention their name, but I have my customers out there. They're there. I thank all of them. Some people has been using me for the past 20 years.
Wow.
Yes, and they keep using me. Anything they're doing in the house, they will still call me. I want to use this opportunity to say thank you to all my customers, both the ones that have used me, the ones that are still using me, and the new ones that are just coming in. I thank everybody. Thank you.
All right. We've had a lot. Thank you for joining us on the program today. It was interesting talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the insights you've shared on managing a family business.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode. Having a family business is safe, like you've just heard from our esteemed guest. You can have a family business. All you need to do is have respect, understand each other, and you're safe to go. My name is Josephine Aitewo. You've been watching LegacyTV. And to follow up on THINKLONAIRE episode, you can subscribe to us on our YouTube page, LegacyTV NG. And you can also follow us on our social media platform on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at LegacyTV NG. Remember, if you can think it, you can do it. See you next week.